When we first passed through El Salvador and uploaded those initial videos, Edith, a Salvadoran living in the United States, wrote to us. She offered to lend us her ranch in Playa Misata, saying we could go, rest, and do whatever we wanted for as long as we liked. So here we are, it's beautiful, it's super quiet, there's a lot of shade, there's a beautiful pool where we're getting in every day. We have a very spacious kitchen, we have a room, we have a shower, it's super nice. We enjoy going to the beach daily and taking tours, either early in the morning or in the afternoon when the sun is setting and it's beautiful, so we love it. Thank you, Edith, for these spectacular days.
Something you see a lot here in El Salvador is that they build houses on the beach and access is closed off.
So, to access the beaches, do you sometimes only have small alleys like these?
It's like, how would you say the beach becomes private, like access is restricted to everyone?
Even with a car, which wouldn't fit here, we go through the hallway. Well, you'll have to cut it there as I'm falling behind.
As soon as we arrived, the tide was high and all we saw was a lot of rocks. Many waves, I suppose, as a result of the rocks.
And it was like, well, this also has its beauty.
A part of me said that, but the other part was this is not the beach I'm used to or the one I expect.
And it happened, well, a lot of stone. But as the days went by, we downloaded an application.
We learned to see when it was low tide, and we started to come when the tide was low. And we discovered a whole world.
All of this is a pool set up on purpose so that the kids can enjoy us. Edith was telling us that when she was little they would come and they could be here. When the tide rises a little, it's calmer. It's like a little pool and it's beautiful, look. But over there in that area there are other little pools, much cooler, a little deeper, which I'm gonna show you now.
Look, the color of this stone. They told us that this entire beach is like volcanic. At some point, a volcano erupted and brought all the lava. And you see these black stones, the black sand, and there's like, it seems as if something had melted. It has all the stones embedded. It's terrible. It's impressive.
It's 4.
If she says it's nice to record, we'll record. What's nice, my queen?
Come, look.
Beaches with stones are also worth it.
There's a very expensive bug up. What's up?
Look, what's sucking the wall?
Oh, better. Here it's full.
What's the bug?
Is that sucking the wall?
It looks like stone, look.
What is that? I don't know. But in any little hole you keep looking at, you find everything but tremendous.
Look, the snails are moving at the bottom.
Yes, there they are, but that intrigues me. I want to know what that is. I don't know. Who can tell us what that is? Wow.
Full of little blind spots. Look in that corner over there.
There's something here. I don't know. The fishermen, I don't know. They look like open oysters. They don't make bags.
Do you know what this is?
Does anyone know what this is for? For eating, for crafting, or what?
I'll leave it in the comments.
You just told me to look the other way. I mean, but if the hole is there and...
This part of the floor is incredible. All the small objects that resemble stones are actually snails. I want to say stuck. It's tremendous.
These small spiky things are hedgehogs, right? I'm not sure. We should see a larger one.
Here it was also done by the local people, the pools. When the tide rises, this fills up with water and you get two huge pools that you can identify by the peak. And if not, when the tide goes out, you get the little water. Calm little beach to enjoy among all the rocks.
But this, which seems like an innocent place to come and enjoy, can catch even the most intrepid adventurers off guard. The other day, the tide was a little higher. It came right up to the edge of this little spire. We were there, I went inside, and Cynthia was where you are now.
Yes, here looking at the sea.
Here comes the wave, there goes the wave, here comes the wave, there goes the wave, here comes the wave, there goes the wave, and it goes, Andy! What happened to me is that it turned everything upside down from there. And this is the result.
Nene was sitting here. Suddenly a huge wave came and made him get out of the pool. It dragged him over all those sharp little snails and left him tossed over there while I was trying to balance right here.
I always warn Andy to be careful with the sea because the wave doesn't warn you, but he dismisses my concerns, saying nothing will happen. Did the little scrape hurt?
I wanted to come and record this pot that's always full of crabs, but the little dogs beat me to it and they must have scared them all away. What did they do with the crabs? What did they do with the crabs? No, there aren't any.
This request is demanding, and I'm curious about the experience.
This looks like mud, cement, whatever. And it's not like the one from Tazumal, which I thought was cement, and it was cement. This is I don't know what, but then it has pure stone stuck to it, and you say, well, this one is loose, but no, look.
All like this, and this whole wall is like this up to here.
It looks like a bamboozling vine, but then with all that stuck on, look, no, I can't imagine what it was.
I imagine a ball of lava that came from who knows where, and all the stones started to stick to it, and it cooled down and stayed like that.
The truth is, it's tremendous. It has... Odd, isn't it? They are hot, aren't they? And the tired face, how shy. But whenever we go out, they always accompany us, well...
The dogs are very cute. They welcomed us. They have been with us since we arrived.
But they started to eat everything. They ate my sandals. They ate the flip-flops.
Look, it's a shame.
But, well...
The poppies are divine, divine, but the little poppy has us like this.
Could have crossed down there through the sand, but the first day the tide was high, we couldn't and had to come this way.
The truth is, it's worth taking this path, despite the alternative route below, because the view is beautiful.
It's very beautiful, precious, lots of green, spectacular. And to watch the river game here in Misata Square? I said it backwards.
I visited a cyber cafe and met Lazaro, one of our video followers.
Yes, exactly. How is that? Well, while surfing the internet, I found your channel, and wow, honestly, excellent channel, 100% recommendable, excellent. Lazaro set up the little game here, we watched it here on the screen with the little speakers, and he even invited me and brought some tacos. Honestly, a champion, Lazaro, I appreciate it. Many thanks to the people of El Salvador for treating us wonderfully. All good things eventually end. In this case, we're going to make a toast with some little coconuts. We've already stored everything in the station wagon. Everything is clean, stored. We took a little shower. It's time to go back out to the roads and face the uncertainty of what will happen.
Where will we sleep today?
They would say in Guatemala, we're leaving, we had a nice time, we enjoyed a lot.
We're gonna miss the puppies, these ones.
They make me a bit sad. The truth is, leaving these beautiful puppies, I got really attached. Before we used to call both of them Firelies, but now... we know that. Her name is Chispa and her name is Duchess. And they have kept us company every day, Preciosa.
Very nice, but we must continue.
This is what happens when you're traveling, so everything next. Cheers, my love, ching ching, and back to the roots. Thanks for watching. See you next time. We're going to stop and say hello to Isabel, who is the lady who sold us pupusas all these afternoons, who makes spectacular pupusas.
Bye, Isabel.